Welcome to the Show It Off podcast special series, Siren Mama Saturdays. A short moment for a confidence boost for unattached Siren Mamas. My name is Sarah Faye Schaff. I'm the host of the Show It Off podcast, which drops its full episodes every Monday, each with the intention to help you build more confidence and self-love. Are you thinking about leaving the father of your children? Have you left already? Did you leave and have since found love again? Do you have days where you think this is impossible and how are you going to make it? Then this special Show It Off series is for you. Each Saturday, I will drop a bit of encouragement that will help you through your weekend and your journey as an unattached Siren Mama. Last week, I was crying, asking myself, how many times am I going to have to relive this breakup? Can you relate to this feeling? Like the loss of your old dream for your family life is something you have to revisit over and over again? Personally, I have had a hard time letting go of the vision I had of my family life. And I know all of you had a picture in your mind of how it would look to raise your babies with their dad. And I also know that that vision you had is now gone with the wind, and here you are, facing a new reality, just like me. Looking at your life, things are very different from that vision you once held, yeah? Like me, you might be thinking, this isn't what I signed up for. This wasn't the plan. Maybe you think choosing your ex was a mistake in the first place. And now you're resisting making the next move for your life because you don't trust yourself to make the right choice. Like because your relationship didn't last, somehow you can't make any decisions. Maybe you think you are not cut out to handle the new life you had. I felt all of these feelings, and I've also let those feelings go, and that is what the show is about today. About letting go of that vision you once held for your family life. About letting this false notion that you aren't capable or that you made a mistake finally go. Letting the dream go. I recently heard a lecture from Joel Osteen called Kiss It Goodbye. His message was of great help to me and my broken heart last week. When my daughter's dad came back to the island for an extended visit, all of these feelings came back up. All of the feelings I had the day we broke up, and all these feelings I'm sharing with you now. And I prayed for guidance because I wanted to navigate to a new feeling. Spirit works in funny ways, and in that moment I opened up Instagram, hoping to get distracted from my feelings, and the first thing I saw was the words in large, bold print, "Kiss It Goodbye." It was Joel Osteen's lecture. I immediately opened the IG movie, heard a couple of words, and knew I had to hear the whole episode. So I went and subscribed to his podcast, and I found that episode. He spoke about how if someone or something was meant to be in your life, that it would be there. That nothing on this earth could keep that which was meant to be yours away from you. He said that in order to receive a future that is better than we could ever imagine, that it had to be entered with no resentment. He said that if we felt love rather than regret, if we blessed our past, if we had gratitude for the lessons we learned, and if we kissed our past goodbye, that we would be clearing space for an amazing future. When I heard this, my entire body softened. I knew right down to my bones that he was right. I absolutely know that my future is going to be better than what I had envisioned from my past. And I think that we all know that if we were being really honest with ourselves. Now, this doesn't only apply to mamas who left their father, the father of their children. This applies if you lost him to death as well. You see, Joel Osteen said that if someone was supposed to be in your life, that they would be. That there were no mistakes in the universe, and that no matter the situation or the circumstance, that if you choose to lovingly and gracefully say goodbye to your past, then you will have a better future. It is the most self-loving act to allow ourselves to feel the sad feelings of what happened or what we lost, but to then decide to let them go. Because here's the thing, Mama. You did not make a mistake. You choosing your father's, that's hard to say. You choosing your children's father was the choice that made your children enter the world. And that there's no way that that's a mistake. Maybe you left him and you aren't sure if that choice was a mistake. Well, according to Joel Osteen, that if you were supposed to be with someone, that you would be with them. So how does that statement feel to you? When you hear that, do you feel like your body is expanding or contracting? Life is about giving and receiving. It's about losing and gaining. It's an ebb and flow. It's about finding our path, learning the lessons, even if it's hard. So if you think you aren't cut out to handle your new reality, know this. You don't need to figure everything out. To me, the real definition of self-love, when I say deep self-love, I'm talking about you having enough self-love to hear and follow your own intuition. When we follow our inner knowing that comes from love, not fear, we are making the right choice. You are a mama. You feel it in your gut when your baby needs you, right? That knowing is in you always, and you can use it in every and any area of your life. Any big decision to any small choice. Yes, when it comes to our intuition, the guidance can seem unclear when we're sitting in fear and regret and anger. It is when we are in the space of gratitude and love and joy that we are the most clear. So what if you are feeling scared and regretful and you want to be guided by your intuition, but you can't feel what is right because you are so scared? Well, for those of you who are in the Show It Off book club, you know the answer to this because in our December book, Super Attractor, we learned about the emotional guidance scale. This scale shows how we can move up from anger to disappointment. And if we do that, we are in a better feeling to read our intuition. I never would have thought this, but after applying this chart to my daily emotions, I am really feeling it. If we can move up from disappointment to hopeful, then we are really doing great. And once we get to hopeful, finding our way to happy and eager isn't so far off. The better future comes from choosing to be in a loving feeling and following our intuition as much as possible. It's after letting go of the past and without a grudge, we can create space in our lives for an amazing future. For that amazing future Joel Osteen spoke of. One where we look around and say, dang, this is way better than the one I had planned. You amazing, beautiful, unattached Siren mamas. Let's not go into 2020 holding on to the past. Let's choose to shed our very last tear for what we thought we wanted. Let's get excited about how life is now. Look at the opportunities you have to choose from right now. Look at that freedom you have. Feel how good you feel now that you aren't stuck in something that wasn't right for you. Let's walk ahead, passionate about what is our current reality. Doesn't it feel good to kiss the past goodbye? Thank you for listening. Thank you for texting this episode now to at least one unattached Siren mama you know. Thank you for subscribing to the Show It Off podcast. And if you have a moment to leave a review, thank you from the bottom of my heart. For more support in being confident and self-loving as a once single mom, now unattached Siren mama, go to sarahfayschaff.com. When you enter your email there, you will automatically get the free gift of the 5 yoga video series, Yoga for Confidence with me, Sarah Faye Schaff. Remember, you are showing your kids what it looks like to never settle and to live your life rooted in self-love and confidence. So be proud and show it off.